This is the euro pound on the 240. This is a flag pattern. We do not have an initial structure low, but I am still playing for a secondary target here of that 127 fib. So what I'm just going to do is delete everything off. Been watching this trade for a few days now. So let's go over to the dailies. So here on the daily time frame, I'm going to put a structure level on at the close of the daily candles. And as you can see, we have been down to retest those lows. Since then we saw a bounce up, and then there is this internal level of structure which you'll be able to see shortly on the 240. Okay, so this is the 240, and this is what I'm paying attention to right here. So if we just read what structure is done, we had a new low, outside return, new low, pulling back, and then you could be looking for another retest of these lows. We are in trend continuation, though this has already hit my potential targets, but nevertheless we have a 3-point move. We're within this outside return, so I would only be looking for shorting opportunities. Now when we then zoom in, this is what I've been paying attention to. Single candle, very directional, obviously because it's a single candle, and then we've just been adhering to this trend line. And these patterns always, you can see them better when you draw them out, so I would recommend just simply draw them out whenever you see a directional move or just a single candle like this, and it really puts things into focus and allows you to look at what you're looking at. So here on the 240 in the night we had a lower low, lower close, and if I put a fib on, yesterday I was actually looking at getting involved at the 61.8 fib. Well, we've actually spiked past that a little bit, but we've still held a key structure level. I'll show you what I mean. So you can see we've hit the 61.8 but not the 78.6. If I put a structure level on dead on that 61.8, I was looking at this level right here, and if we look left, okay, ignore that. It was just that one level, but if we now move it up to where price has come to, we can now see we have this key level, we have a very small retest just there, the same here, very small, and we then have a nice area here and here and here, a nice key level there, two more here, here as well, a little area there. So it's certainly a place where we've seen a reaction, and since we have this flag and we have held that structure level and we've had a lower low, lower close, I've managed to get involved with the trade. Looking at this being the breakout, because we have come up to the pretty much the highest points that we can come to, but I have ensured that my stop is behind the psychological number 8800, 5 pips behind that. And because this here is not an initial structure low, and I'll show you why. So we had new high, outside return, new high, outside return, new high, outside return, new high. This here has not violated the most recent outside return, so this would usually just be a 1 in 1 out for me. I would play for a retest of those candle closes just like I'm doing here. However, because bigger picture, we've already hit that big daily outside return and I'm looking at the market coming lower, I am also now playing for that 127 fib, and I'm just going to throw that on. So if we do hit target ones, I'll move to break even and hold it to see if we can get those secondary targets. So in terms of risk then, we're looking at 30, and in terms of the reward, 37 to target ones, 67 to target twos. I am front running both targets by around 3 pips. So this is the 4 hourly. Going to take quite a while to get any kind of update on this, and we'll come back to it later. We're back for the update. We had a rally. Some form of news has come out. It stopped me out a few pips early actually due to the spread. This happened within seconds, and due to me suffering with these patterns and this being a lower probability to hit secondary targets, I exited the position. So I banked 35 pips on that on the euro pound flag pattern.